chair structures. So let's see, definition, confirmation of six-membered rings. So yeah, this is showing how you draw six-membered rings when you basically, this is how you draw it on a flat piece of paper, but if you actually want to represent what it looks like three-dimensionally, this is what it actually looks like. And the way you, I guess, kind of the way you want to think about that is the 2, 3, and the 5 and 6 are on the same plane. So this square is just a square here. And then you can imagine that this part here is sticking towards us. This part here is sticking away from us. And that's why it's a chair. You can see it's flat, almost like a one of those chairs by the pool. This is where your headrest would go. This is where your feet would go. That's where the chair structure name comes from. And axial refers to along the axis that it would spin. So it spins like that along the axis. Equatorial means more along the equator, kind of along the equator. So equatorial hydrogen, axial methyl. Axial hydrogen, equatorial methyl. So there are 1 equatorial and 2 axial. 1 equatorial, 2 axial, makes sense. And a chair flip is now when they flip, when now all of the axial positions become equatorial and all the equatorial positions become axial. So now you can see that there were 2 axial, 1 equatorial. This methyl here was facing up axial. Now it's going to be up equatorial. This methyl here was facing down axial. Now it will be down equatorial. So you just flip everything. And now these positions should be flipped. There should be 2 equatorial, 1 axial. And this is what it is, 2 equatorial, 1 axial. The most stable conformation is the one with the most equatorial substituents. So higher number of equatorial, more stable. And this is kind of a shortcut way to draw it without hydrogens. How you draw a chair structure. You draw, 2 parallel lines across from each other. These lines are parallel, and these lines are parallel. And this is once again referring to axial up, equatorial down, just the nomenclature of what each substituent is. And the way you do a chair flip is, this was facing down. Now this one's facing up. Once again, this is our flat plane of 2, 3, 4, 5, up, down. Now it's flat plane of 2, 3, 4, 5, but now it's up, down. So it just flips. And this is what happens. You can see, go back to that one that was top left, now went bottom right, and then axial went to equatorial, axial went to equatorial. This 2, everything kind of rotates 1 clockwise. 3 is middle, now 3 is there. 4 was bottom right, now 4 is top right. And that's the way you draw them on a piece of paper.